new videos again. So today is May 6th, 2021, and I'm just sending out a big, huge hug from my heart to yours, no matter where you are in the universe. I'm super excited to be here. Today, I'm just going to tell you quickly about a little dream I had and what I think it means, and then I'm going to do a quick card reading and go about my business. So I've been gone for a week. I went out to the farm. So thank you again, Old and Smoky Spice, for having me out there for a week. And thank you to Olifant Restaurant in Carstairs for your beautiful connection. I love you, Darlene and Brian, and I had a great time out there. So if anybody wants to go have some awesome coffee shop experiences and you're driving from Calgary out of the city, go to Carstairs out to Olifant. And they're open till Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's 111. So, anyways, thank you, everyone. My day is going well. I was up early this morning at 4 o'clock. This solar storm is knocking my socks off, to say the least. So I have been just trying to rest up, and I went back to bed after I read some really funny stuff. And yeah, I just want to give out a shout out to all the swans. OMG, especially Galactic Swan for making me laugh so hard. I think, peed my pants the other night. We were on a call, and I wish that call could have been recorded. I really wish that's one signal, Zoom call, whatever, that would have been recorded, because you guys would have pissed yourselves, like laughing so hard, like we all did on the phone. It was bloody brilliant. It was hilarious. So thank you for that. I'm still giggling over it. And thanks for all your laughs yesterday. The comments just had me ripping. There's a few good winners in there, so thanks for that. I just wanted to have a good time. And anyways, so I had a dream the other night that the night before last, that I saw three big, huge goldfish. Like, I'm talking this, well, I guess I'll back up. They're probably about this big for goldfish. Like, my goldfish are big, but those ones are really super big. And they were in the river right underneath the 10th Street Bridge. And I was looking over there, and I'm like, they're just kind of hanging out there. And that's a part of the river that's almost one of the fastest, because you shoot out and go through this little, I think they're called a jetty, and or eddy, I should say. And it was like, whoosh, it makes people surf in there. So I'm like, why are these fish just hanging out in here? But when I looked at goldfish or orange fish, it's about your subconscious turning into your consciousness, so, or vice versa. And it was like, yeah, that's pretty much what's kind of happening. So, yeah. So, anyways, no, they were big goldfish. I remember thinking they weren't koi, because I go to the, what do you call it? Either way, it means kind of the same thing anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I remember thinking that they were like the ones at the, what do you call it, thing. But no, they look like my goldfish that I have, which is like, goldfish have like short little bodies and big long tails. So it was very interesting. But anyway, so I did a card reading the day before yesterday while I was on the phone with Sapphire. So I want to give everybody a shout out for Sapphire for continuing to keep my Telegram up and going. And Willie Williams is now an admin in there. So I'm just trying to figure out some things to make it a little bit more streamlined, just because I think we're going to be losing that platform along with this platform. And I want to make sure that we're all sharing enough information and pictures, and it's all cohesive. So that's kind of what I'm just mulling over right now. So there's a card that popped out. And oh, I want to show you guys. Check this out. Be jelly. Look what I got made for me. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, so thank you, Wes, for making it. And I'm going to show you what it says on the back. Love it. Love it. So I told him to make up a whole bunch of them, and then he could sell them. And the other thing that I got as a present from Taco Spice, she gave me a Bluetooth speaker, but look at what I did to it, because it had a bat on it. I made it into a virus ball. So I'm going to glue a whole bunch of things on it. So it's got a really awesome sound, I must say, for one of those, I don't know what it is. And everybody wanted to see this yesterday. This was my present a while ago from Cat and Cash. It's a Trump ring, Trump ring, Trump ring. There you go. That's my singing for today. Oh my goodness, my hair is everywhere. So I'm going to go for a long walk. It's supposed to be very nice out here today, and I just want to grab a couple more cards. So give us a message for today. These two are stuck together. And yeah, I've been having a really good relaxing time. So if you guys want some of these Q horseshoes things, they're like high quality, like they're polished and everything. So drop a message in the group chat on Telegram. Don't email me. And I'll see if there's lots, then maybe I'll get Wes to make up a whole bunch for us. I told him he should charge about $80 because it takes a little bit of time. So that's 80 Canadian. And if you're in the US, that's okay. I'm sure we can figure out that plus shipping. So I'm just making these for US. Like, you're going to be like, no, I don't want to do this. We'll see. We'll see. I just told him to make up a whole bunch so he could get rid of them. But they're going to be limited edition, just like the Trump. See, I need to show you that Trumpster is still hanging there. Whoops. There we go. There we are. There he is. Thank you again to Manifestation Mary, because I look at that all the time going, I'm going to have an interview with Trump. I'm going to have an interview with Trump. Okay, so the cards for today. The first one that popped out, awesome. Came up the other day, the eagle. And if these two cards are two, like, I got 4 cards. One of them was the eagle the other day. So if these two ring the same, no, they're not actually. One is the burden card, and the other one is the cow card. These ones were stuck together. And so the burden is number 43, and the cow is number 20. And that's interesting because it's kind of what people are going through right now, I think, with their... I've had a lot of people particularly this last few days, get super triggered by some things. And one of them is their diet, and mine inclusive. So it's interesting that the cow is about nourishment, and it's coming in with the burden card. So it is a burden when we change our diet. So that might have something to do with that, but let's just read them. How about that? So the eagle is about spirit integrity, connection with the angelic realm. When the eagle appears, it's a true signal that it's a true signal of your connection to the angelic realm. With the angel's help and guidance, you can soar above life to see the larger vista. The eagle helps you make choices accordingly with integrity. When you pray to your angels, they will always answer, for they patiently wait for you to call upon them for assistance. Yes, I'm having a hot flash. The angels reside beside you, always hoping to aid humanity in finding peace and manifesting abundance and prosperity. So that's kind of what yesterday was all about, is manifestation of abundance and truth for me. I did 3 or 4 meditations yesterday, actually. 4, I think. The eagle also asks you to remember to soar high above life and look at the big picture. Don't get caught up in the tiny, unimportant aspects of life. This is kind of what I was wanting to do the video about today, the timeline hopping and stuff like that. So the spiritual world is the real one. Your physical is the dream. When the eagle appears, it's also a signal for prayer. It's a time for a moment of consciousness. Oh my goodness, this is a big hot flash. It's a signal for prayer. It's a time for a moment of conscious contact with the divine. Remember that you're always protected and divinely directed if you follow the guidance of spirit as it appears in the form of the eagle. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is very, very, very much the truth. So, oh my goodness, the cow. Saw lots of cows. So the cow is about nourishment, abundance, asking, and receiving. So I think this is what our issue is. We're not asking enough. We're not calling out. Even myself, I'm guilty of it as well. So when we want peace and the timelines and all of that to converge, we must call upon that. I am free. I am light. I am love. I am sovereign. I stand in truth. I release all past, present, and karma of divine beings to the universe in unconditional love. So that is kind of what we're trying to keep manifesting. So the cow says, "Take my milk, I can always feed you. I'll eat the grass, and the god goddess does in turn pass good fortune on to you. Nourishment is never ending when I appear on your path. Don't forget to till the soil so the grass may grow. Abundance is made manifest out of a universal system. Do your part, and I will do mine with joy. Ask, and ye shall receive all the blessings I have to offer." The cow reminds you that there is no shortage of blessings in the world. Ask to partake in the infinite abundance, and you will indeed get exactly what you need. Boom. So, burdens. What burdens are you carrying on this part of your journey? Are you transporting those out of others of generosity or codependency? This burden is so heavy that it slows you down. This marker asks you to stop and look at your responsibilities, your commitments, and all that you bring on your journey, with you on your journey. Are you clinging to an unhealthy relationship out of fear? Are you taking on the burden of others to prevent them from getting hurt? That's a very important statement for me right now, okay? Am I taking on the burden of others to prevent them from getting hurt? Because this is about one of my children too. So, do you know that this enables others to avoid learning their life lessons and doesn't really help at all? Yep. So we're going to talk about tough love in just one second. Drawing this marker encourages you to release others to their path. It may also be a time for you to ask if you're helping because you like being needed. I do like being needed. If the answer is yes, then the message is truly to let go of this burden, for it is born out of self-centeredness. Yep, it's totally out of ego. Release the burden of others to the divine. They also have their own angels and guides, just as you do. Trust the divine plan for all. On the sacred path to Avalon, you must be aware that you will pack all the essential wisdom tools that you will need to chart your course: integrity, kindness, compassion, discernment, discretion, faith, forgiveness, truth, and love are all but some of them. Once your tools are counted, see the rest of what you're hanging on to is appropriate. This is the time that you leave behind any unnecessary burdens, and you know you have the strength to carry what is yours. So this is a fascinating card reading for me personally, because I've had a very, 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 probably one of the most life-changing conversations I've ever had with one of my children over the weekend. And it is about standing in your power, and it is about owning up to everything that we've learned, and know that you have the power to accomplish all of this stuff. And that being paired with the cow card tells me that everything is there that everybody needs. Everybody is right where they are supposed to be during this time. So if you have an unhealthy relationship, or like some of us do with some members of our family because of the division of truth, or however that is, we must need to get past that command by standing in our truth. And what I mean by that is, when you command something into your vibration, it's just like, it's not like you're and demanding, it's just like you're asking the universe to be there for you and step up. Like, it's like putting a ladder right in front of you as you walk in front of you. So that's all you're asking for. And that's help balancing everybody in their own truths. Now, I feel this with most people that are on the precipice of being truly awakened, are having the most difficult time right now. And that's when we need to look at it from a big picture and say, you're struggling. I want to help you, but you have your own angel guides to help you. And I'm trying to mother my kid right now, and he doesn't need to be mothered. That's pretty much what it's coming to. That's what those cards are saying. So we basically need to just stand in unconditional love right now, in our absolute truth, trusting our own plan, looking at everything from the big picture of the ego, soaring above it, and knowing that everything will be rectified in a short period of time. The more we command and nourish our body, nourish our spirit, and take away our burdens. The burden is about, actually, the burden card is about releasing it. The universe can handle your burdens. The universe can handle all of that. So that's what I've been pretty much doing for the last week and a half, is just working through a lot of traumas, triggers, my need to feel like I have to help the whole wide world. And I did miss you guys, I really did. But I also had to nourish my own soul and spirit and get back in tune with more meditating. And that's what I'm begging everybody to do. Please be conscious of where your thoughts flow right now. It's so important. We're the collective consciousness of positivity. So if we're not keeping our thoughts positive all the time and in this timeline of being present, not grabbing all that hopium that comes flying at us every day in our timelines, in our feeds. So stand in silence a little bit more and ask your guides to provide you with the answers that you need to release everything, to clean off your little computer chips of DNA and your spiritual DNA so we can move forward during this time. I really do feel like within the next 2 weeks, something so catastrophic is going to happen that we need to all stay grounded and nourish ourselves. So I'm so grateful to be back. I did appreciate the time away, and thank you to everybody who sent me your kind messages, and thanks for all the laugh yesterday. I got a couple of you. Don't think I didn't. I know. I saw you got the jab. What? Freaking out. That was so funny. I loved it. So blessings to everyone. Have a great day.